Show. Everybody, I want you to go to the Tom Kelly Show.
Hey, trigger warning, spoiler alert, the rent is going up. You are experiencing a selfie stick edition of the Tom Kelly Show. I am up here at the little vacation cottage in Portland, Maine. So help me God, if any of you actually show up, I will kill you. That's all I gotta say. But I want to share the experience. So yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna share the experience. Houses are over here, the ocean is over there, and the French Canadians are coming back and driving up the prices. The rent actually is not going up for me here. It's the available amount of time at my discounted rate is going down. How about that? So I take the cold weather days for my trip here when I come here to Higgins Beach, Maine. By the way, the difference between going to Higgins Beach, Maine and me doing a selfie stick edition of a show in New York City is, or in Los Angeles is, here people look at you funny. They're like, why is that man fishing with a selfie stick? Oh my gosh. And by the way, I am right near the ocean and the surfers. I could go fishing at any second. This is my first beach walk of the season. I stopped in Lowell, Massachusetts to go to the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail. For those of you enjoying this on YouTube, I'm sure I'm putting in a little bit of B-roll from my trip there. And here's what happened. And this should be okay for bare feet. You know what? Walking on rocks. Walking on slippery rocks. By the way, when we talk about me improving the podcast, right? What do the audio people experience with this right now? And I hope you stay, like right now, even the video people. This is, you're listening to a man hurt his tootsies on the rocks. So it took me about 12 hours to do an 8-hour drive, but not that whole 12 hours was spent driving. I stopped for lunch. Then I stopped while hitting traffic in Massachusetts. I turned on the All Trails app. This is something that was recommended to me by former Miss Idaho USA, Kim Lane, and then over the years, many others of you recommended this app. The story goes, I'm in traffic. I say, you know what? I don't want to be in traffic. I got a bike on the back of the Jeep. Why don't I just pull over and go for a long bike ride and hope the traffic goes away? And gosh darn it, that's exactly what we did. It was a straight out and back trail with two life revelations on it. One, that I biked the trail as if I was never going to bike that trail again. Because, like, what are the odds of me being in traffic in Lowell, Mass, or Chelmsford, Mass, whatever towns I went through in Massachusetts? And it's not such a great trail that you should go on vacation and go bike it. And the other one is, and I made this into a TikTok, the beginning of the trail starts with this creepy, creepy tunnel. It's not dark, but it's dark enough. And you basically bike through this creepy tunnel, and then you get to the end of the tunnel, and it's just beautiful greenery. And the moral of the story is pedal through the dark tunnel, and you will see the light. And I think that fits in with my post-pandemic thoughts. Here I am in my pandemic happy place, a place that I never would have come to if there weren't a pandemic. And availability on the place is dropping as those damn Canadians keep coming back and driving up the prices. And the other one, and it's time to let go of my pandemic self a little bit, or integrate my pandemic self into my comedian self. Packing anxiety. My buddy Chris is in town, so if I really forget something, I can go buy it. I forgot underwear. I intentionally did not. I intentionally ran out of underwear. I didn't intentionally run out of underwear, but I knew I didn't have underwear in New York. The laundry was at the laundry place, and I was just in this spot of, arg, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna buy new underwear when I get to Connecticut. And folks, if you notice a little confidence in me, if you notice a little pep in my step, is it because I'm in Maine on the beach with all these beautiful people all far away? Or is it because I have a new pair of Hanes boxer briefs? There's a line in Battlestar Galactica, the 2000s version that was on the Sci-Fi Channel. Society falls apart on the show. And there's a guy, Admiral Adama, and he's, leading a fleet of humanity's last survivors to find a new planet to settle on. And he has a great line. It's not enough to need saving. You have to be worth saving. And lately I just wonder, are we worth being saved? I'll give you my 2 or 3 thoughts on school security and gun control. There's everyone saying that damn line of, everybody just keeps offering thoughts and prayers. We need solutions. Well, I don't see any solutions. I don't see any solutions people want to agree on. And quite frankly, thoughts and prayers is all I got left. God damn it, thoughts and prayers is all I got left. That felt good to yell. And it feels good to be on the beach, kind of away from people. There is a pirate ship. And I don't know if it was a pirate ship, but it was a schooner from the 1700s that sank somewhere around here. And at low tide, you can see remnants of the wooden schooner. Yeah. So it's funny, the sun is, and I guess the weather in Higgins Beach sums up my mood. It's foggy, but the sun is fighting to break through. And that's my mood. That's my chemical depression. I need something funny to talk about. So yeah, this is it. I'm surprised nobody's ever tried to excavate it. The remnants of a schooner from the 1800s. You can sort of see, yeah, there you go. Oh, there's the shot. Yeah, you can sort of see where the bow of the schooner was. And at high tide, it's under 3 or 4 feet of water. And at low tide, it's a tourist attraction for kids to come play with. Actually, one last good piece of trivia about my apartment building, and we'll end the show on this. Ray Liotta, rest in peace, man. Goodfellas. Goodfellas was a great movie that my friend Paul and my brother Sal used to watch every Saturday morning, to the point where they would pause and point out little bloopers and things like that. Like there's a scene at the end where Karen is running down the street and she bangs into a car, and you can see the license plate fall from 1970s license plate to 1990s license plate. And once you see that, it kind of ruins the scene for me. So anyway, Ray Liotta, rest in peace. Piece of trivia on Ray Liotta is Ray Liotta may or may not have lived in my building in the late 1970s. Nunzio, the landlord, just told me that one just a couple of months ago. Look, oh, that is not what it is. Oh, folks, I just scared away a bunch of little birds, including, I think, piping plovers, and then a new little bird that I've never seen before that I'm going to identify. See, and that's part of why I'm back here, people, is I want to hang on to the best parts of my pandemic self. So, guaranteed new episode on Wednesday. Good night, Maine.